As the golden light spreads across the city, the industrious people of Pompeii begin another day of commerce and life.
Merchants arranged fresh fruit, bread, olive oil, and pottery, greeting familiar faces with quiet smiles.
Children laughed in the streets, while distant Mount Vesuvius stood silently against the blue sky.
Everything felt perfectly ordinary. Yet the mountain was already beginning to awaken.
A local baker removed fresh loaves from a glowing stone oven, filling the air with the comforting aroma of warm bread.
Nearby, the blacksmith continued his daily work, never imagining that this ordinary morning would soon become part of history.
Then, almost unnoticed, a thin ribbon of smoke quietly rose above the mountain.
Above the rooftops, birds greeted another peaceful morning, while Mount Vesuvius remained strangely silent.
Across the city, families welcomed another beautiful morning, believing tomorrow would be exactly the same.
Daily routines continued without fear. Life followed its familiar rhythm, just as it had for generations.
Only a handful of people noticed the mountain, and almost no one believed it was a warning.
History rarely announces its greatest tragedies with loud warnings. Sometimes they begin in complete silence.
The city remained full of life, while the mountain quietly grew more restless with every passing moment.
Even inside Pompeii's sacred temples, no one imagined that their world was only hours away from disappearing forever. Nature often notices danger before people do, but few understood what the animals were trying to warn them about. The first ashes had already entered the sky, yet Pompeii continued its ordinary day.
The marketplace remained full of life, while the mountain quietly continued to awaken. The animals sensed something long before the people did. One watchman quietly realized the mountain no longer looked peaceful.
The first ash had already entered the sky, yet Pompeii continued its ordinary day.
Fine ash quietly drifted across the city, but almost everyone ignored the warning. Some people noticed the mountain, yet few believed real danger was approaching.
High above the city, Mount Vesuvius was waking faster than anyone below could imagine.
Pompeii still believed tomorrow would come, but history had already chosen a different ending.
For the first time that morning, worry quietly entered the hearts of Pompeii's people. The falling ash became impossible to ignore, yet life continued almost unchanged.
High above the city, the mountain was no longer whispering. It was beginning to roar. At last, the people looked toward the mountain, but precious time had already been lost.
The peaceful morning was beginning to disappear, replaced by growing uncertainty. Some searched for answers in prayer, while others simply stared at the changing sky.
The mountain had crossed a point of no return, and Pompeii had no idea what would happen next.
Darkness arrived long before sunset, and the people of Pompeii finally understood that something was terribly wrong.
The market was still open, but no one smiled anymore.
Families quietly prepared for an uncertain afternoon, hoping the danger would soon pass. Now the mountain revealed its true power, and there was no turning back.
Morning had become twilight, and Pompeii was entering its darkest hours. The air became difficult to breathe, and fear spread faster than the falling ash.
The animals no longer hid their fear. Nature understood the disaster before mankind. Mount Vesuvius had fully awakened, and the ancient world would never be the same again. Within a few hours, one of the greatest cities of the Roman world was disappearing forever. The roads filled with desperate families, each hoping they were not already too late.
The first volcanic stones crashed into Pompeii, and panic finally replaced hope.
The mountain unleashed its full power, and there was no escape from its shadow. Daylight disappeared, and Pompeii entered the longest day in its history. Every road out of Pompeii became crowded with desperate families searching for safety.
The gates remained open, but time was running out.
Mount Vesuvius had become unstoppable, and the disaster was only beginning.
Pompeii was slowly disappearing beneath the ash, yet its story would survive for thousands of years.
Behind them, their home slowly disappeared beneath the ash. The heart of Pompeii had fallen silent.
The mountain showed no sign of stopping. Its fury only continued to grow.
One of the greatest Roman cities was vanishing before the eyes of history.
The earth itself began to shake, and every heartbeat was filled with fear.
Buildings that had stood for generations suddenly began to fall.
Mount Vesuvius had become a force beyond human imagination.
Pompeii had almost vanished, leaving only silence beneath the endless ash.
The second earthquake was even stronger, and hope began to disappear.
Even Pompeii's greatest temples could no longer withstand the mountain's fury. Then came the deadliest moment. A wall of burning ash rushed toward the city. Nothing could outrun what was coming next.
Even in their darkest hour, many still refused to leave one another behind. Some still believed they had enough time, but every moment was becoming more precious.
The mountain's deadliest weapon was moving faster than anyone could possibly escape. By now, the fate of Pompeii had already been decided.
Some families chose to stay together, no matter what happened next. Within moments, the heart of Pompeii disappeared beneath the mountain's shadow.
Pompeii had vanished, but its story would live on for thousands of years. Silence replaced every sound. Pompeii had disappeared beneath the mountain.
Within only a few hours, an entire city had been erased from the surface of the earth.
The eruption continued. Even after Pompeii had fallen silent.
On that day in 79 AD, history buried Pompeii, but it never buried its story.
Only hours earlier, these streets had been filled with life. Now, silence covered everything. The few who escaped could only watch, knowing there was nothing left to return to. The mountain slowly grew quieter, but the tragedy it left behind would never be forgotten.
Pompeii disappeared beneath the earth, waiting nearly 17 centuries before the world would see it again.
The eruption was over, but beneath the ash, an entire city remained frozen in time.
When the first rescue party arrived, they found only silence where thousands had once lived. They searched for survivors, but the mountain had already claimed the city.
Time would hide Pompeii from the world, until future generations uncovered its remarkable story.
Those who survived returned only to say goodbye, because there was no city left to return to. The news spread quickly across the Roman world. An entire city had vanished.
The mountain became quiet once again, as if nothing had ever happened.
For centuries, the world would slowly forget that a great city once stood here. Years became decades, and the land quietly erased every visible trace of Pompeii. Beneath every step, the forgotten streets of Pompeii waited in complete silence.
The mountain stood quietly once again, guarding one of history's greatest secrets.
For centuries, Pompeii slept beneath the earth, waiting for the day the world would rediscover it. Generations were born, lived their lives, and passed away, never knowing an entire city rested beneath their feet, hidden beneath the earth. Pompeii waited in complete silence, preserving a forgotten moment in history.
The world moved forward, while Pompeii quietly waited to be found.
Century after century, Tulturney time passed above Pompeii, while time stood completely still below.
Nearly 17 centuries later, a single strike of a shovel changed history forever.
They were not uncovering ordinary ruins. They were awakening a forgotten world.
Every step revealed another piece of a city that time had protected beneath the ash.
The sleeping city had opened its eyes once again, and the world would never forget its name. Hidden beneath the ash, an entire Roman street waited exactly where history had left it.
Every discovery brought the lost city back to life, one stone at a time.
Time had stopped inside these homes.
Preserving a perfect snapshot of Roman life.
Pompeii was no longer forgotten. Its remarkable story had begun once again.
With every layer of ash removed, another forgotten chapter of history came back to life.
It was as though the owners had simply stepped outside, leaving their home, waiting for their return.
Every object told a silent story, preserving the ordinary lives of extraordinary people. Pompeii was no longer just a legend. It had become history's greatest window into the ancient Roman world. Behind every doorway, another forgotten masterpiece quietly emerged from the ash. Every room revealed ordinary moments, preserved for nearly 17 centuries.
Every discovery answered one question and raised countless others.
Pompeii was becoming one of the greatest archaeological discoveries the world had ever seen. One discovery revealed something extraordinary. The final bread of Pompeii still rested inside its oven.
Even an ordinary loaf of bread became a priceless message from the ancient world.
History is not only told by kings and battles. Sometimes it is told by a simple loaf of bread.
Every discovery brought the people of Pompeii closer to us. reminding the world that history is made of ordinary lives.
For the first time in 17 centuries, people walked the streets of Pompeii once again. Even the streets revealed the remarkable engineering of the Roman world.
These forgotten shops remind us that Pompeii was once filled with ordinary people, living ordinary lives.
Every street uncovered another story, bringing the ancient city back to life.
Another remarkable discovery appeared: a Roman bathhouse, untouched for nearly 17 centuries.
Kupferoid for Techrument. The bathhouse revealed how advanced Roman engineering truly was.
These quiet rooms remind us that history is built from everyday moments. Each new discovery brought the ancient Roman world back into the light.
Another hidden treasure emerged. A temple that had waited nearly 17 centuries to see the sun again.
Every stone reflected the beliefs, hopes, and traditions of an ancient civilization. Each artifact revealed another forgotten chapter of Roman life.
With every discovery, Pompeii became less of a mystery and more of a living memory.
Another remarkable discovery appeared: a theater where thousands once gathered for music and drama. The applause had faded nearly 2,000 years ago, yet the stage still remained.
These discoveries revealed that Pompeii was not only a city of merchants, but also a city of art and performance.
Piece by piece, Pompeii revealed not only how Romans lived, but also how they celebrated life. The heart of Pompeii slowly returned to daylight, revealing where an entire city once gathered.
This was the center of daily life, where politics, trade, and community once came together. Every inscription revealed another voice from the ancient Roman world.
With every new discovery, Pompeii became more than an excavation. It became a bridge to the ancient world.
Beyond the walls, another forgotten world quietly returned to the light.
Even the gardens reflected the elegance and creativity of Roman life.
Knowledge was treasured here, preserved beneath the ash for nearly 2,000 years.
With every discovery, Pompeii became one of humanity's greatest windows into the ancient world.
This grand dining hall had remained untouched for nearly 17 centuries, preserving the daily life of Pompeii's wealthiest families.
These kitchens remind us that history was built through ordinary meals, shared by ordinary people.
Each discovery completed another piece of the ancient city's remarkable story.
With every stone uncovered, Pompeii became a timeless window into the ancient Roman world.
Hidden beneath the villa, another forgotten treasure patiently waited for centuries.
Every inscription preserved another small piece of Rome's forgotten story.
Together, these discoveries revealed not only buildings, but the rhythm of everyday Roman life.
Every discovery brought the ancient city one step closer to the modern world.
Another forgotten room appeared, revealing how business once flourished in ancient Pompeii.
These simple records revealed the thriving economy of an ancient Roman city.
Every document uncovered another connection between Pompeii and the wider Roman world. Pompeii was no longer a forgotten city. It had become history's greatest classroom.
Another remarkable discovery revealed how the children of Pompeii once learned, wrote, and dreamed.
Even the lessons of ancient Rome had survived beneath the ash. Every inscription brought modern historians closer to understanding everyday Roman life.
With every discovery, Pompeii revealed not only its buildings, but the lives, hopes, and dreams of its people.
Another remarkable discovery revealed how Roman physicians once cared for their patients. These carefully preserved instruments revealed the surprising sophistication of Roman medicine.
Every discovery reminded the world that Roman knowledge extended far beyond architecture and engineering. With every excavation, Pompeii revealed another remarkable chapter of the ancient Roman world. Another extraordinary discovery revealed where knowledge had quietly waited beneath the ash.
And every scroll carried the thoughts of a civilization that refused to be forgotten.
Each recovered manuscript brought the voices of ancient Rome back to life.
Pompeii was no longer simply a lost city. It had become a living classroom for the entire world.
Hidden beneath the ash, priceless treasures waited patiently for nearly 17 centuries. Each piece of jewelry carried the elegance, wealth, and artistry of ancient Pompeii. These remarkable treasures revealed the beauty and sophistication of everyday Roman life.
With every discovery, Pompeii revealed another priceless chapter of human history.
Hidden beneath the ash, the creativity of ancient Pompeii patiently waited to be seen again.
Every brushstroke and every chisel mark carried the imagination of an ancient artist.
These discoveries proved that Pompeii was not only wealthy, it was also a city of remarkable artists.
With every excavation, Pompeii revealed another masterpiece, preserved by time.
Hidden beneath the ash, the heartbeat of Roman craftsmanship had survived the centuries.
Every tool told the story of skilled hands that once built the city.
These discoveries revealed the workers whose craftsmanship kept Pompeii alive every day.
Piece by piece, Pompeii revealed not only its monuments, but also the hard-working people who built its civilization.
Beneath the ash, another masterpiece patiently waited to be seen again.
Every tiny stone had been placed by hand, creating beauty that survived nearly 2,000 years.
These remarkable mosaics prove that Roman art was designed to inspire for generations.
Every discovery brought humanity closer to understanding the remarkable civilization that once flourished here.
Another forgotten marketplace emerged, where the people of Pompeii once traded, talked, and lived.
Every coin and every scale revealed how commerce shaped everyday life in Pompeii. The marketplace revealed the rhythm of daily life, where ordinary Romans met every single day.
Every discovery uncovered another chapter, bringing the lost city of Pompeii back to life.
Next to Pompeii's marketplace, the city's busiest bakery quietly returned to the light.
The final bread of Pompeii still rested where Roman bakers had left it.
Even a simple loaf of bread revealed the remarkable organization of everyday Roman life.
With every excavation, Pompeii became the most complete window into everyday life in the ancient Roman world.
Another extraordinary discovery appeared, one of Pompeii's most magnificent homes.
Every painted wall reflected the wealth, beauty, and elegance of ancient Pompeii.
This remarkable villa revealed the luxurious lifestyle of Pompeii's wealthiest citizens. With every discovery, Pompeii became a living portrait of the Roman world. Beyond the villa, an extraordinary garden had remained frozen in time for nearly 2,000 years.
Even in silence, the garden still reflected the beauty of Roman life.
These gardens revealed that beauty was an essential part of everyday Roman life.
Every path uncovered brought the lost city one step closer to the modern world.
Another hidden corner of Pompeii emerged, where families once gathered beneath the open sky. The feast had ended, but the memories remained beneath the ash.
Every recovered object revealed another story of friendship, celebration, and daily life. Pompeii was slowly revealing every secret it had protected for centuries. Hidden inside the villa, a family's sacred place quietly waited beneath the ash. Even the smallest household shrine revealed the deep traditions of Roman family life.
These discoveries revealed not only how Romans lived, but also what they believed.
2,000 years later, Pompeii was speaking once again, and the world was finally listening.